We'll look at engineering questions or anything which in the medical exam which have appeared from this particular topic, right? So first question is, okay, two objects, okay, so two objects of masses 200 gram and 500 gram. Okay, so this is MSET question actually. Okay, poses, okay, velocity 10 I cap meter per second and 3 I cap plus 5j meter per second, right? Okay, respectively, right? Okay, what is the velocity of center of mass, okay, let's see. Okay, so what is going to be the velocity of the center of mass? Yes, you want to try this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, you can try this. Okay, I give you 30 seconds, then I will.
So it is 5 I cap plus 25 upon 7 G cap.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's see. So, all right. If I choose my coordinate system, this is I, and let this be J. So the velocity of this is say 200 gram mass, okay, and this be at 500 gram mass, right? 500 gram. Okay, so the velocity of this is, you can say, V2, that is 3I plus 5G. Okay, and this is V1, that is 10I. Okay, so velocity of center of mass, it is what? It is m1 v1 plus m2 v2, okay, divided by m1 plus m2, right? Okay, we can say this. So
Yes,
velocity
sir.
of center of mass, it is going to be, you can say this is 200, so this is 2000. Okay, so 2000 I plus this is going to be 500, so 1500 I, okay, plus 2500 J, okay, divided by 700. Okay, so what is this velocity of center of mass? And this is going to be 20 by 7 I. This is 20. Okay, this I can say 35, right? So 35. Okay, so it is going to be, you can say 35 by 7. So that will be 5I basically, plus 25 by 7 J. Yes, that what it will become.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the velocity of the center of mass. So this is MSET 2003 and 2001 question, right? Okay. So all right. So let's move. We'll do another one. Okay, so let's try another question then. Okay, so two spherical bodies. Okay, so this is all India triple E 2003 question. Two spherical bodies of mass m and 5m, okay, and radii r and 2r, okay, respectively are released in free space. Okay, so they are released in free space, okay, with initial separation between their centers between their centers equal to 12 r, right? If they attract if they attract each other due to gravitational force only, gravitational force only, then the distance covered by smaller body just before collision is what? Then the distance covered by smaller body is what? That is the question, right? Okay, let's see this. Yes, again I give you like 30 seconds. You can look at the question and you can work it out on that. Okay, so there
Okay,
are
sir.
alright, so there are two spherical bodies of mass m and 5m, and radii r and 2r, respectively, are released in free space with the initial separation between their centers equal to 12r. That's what it is. If they attract each other due to gravitational force only, so they are attracting each other due to gravitational force, so there is no other force acting on them. So then the distance covered by smaller body is what? How much is the distance the smaller body will cover?
Sir, can you please help me with this question?
Okay, all right. So let's see. So what he is saying is that let this be one body. So this is the mass of m, and then there is another body. So this is another body. This is the mass of 5m, right? Now so so here so better is that let me erase this and let me take circles here. So this is one circle, and then we have another circle over here, right? So let these be the two bodies, and their distance, so this is 2r, this is 5m, that is the mass, this is m, and this is r, right? Now so they can move till the bodies can come in contact, right? Suppose the movement is of the distance, say here it is x by this, and by this, what has to be this distance? So you see that the distance from here to here, yes, so what is expected? So this distance is how much? So this total distance is, their centers are separated by a distance of, with the initial separation between equal to 12r, separation between their centers. So their centers are separated at a distance of 12r, right? Yes, it is like
Yes,
this.
sir.
So the thing is like that. Now you have to see that when so these are in free space, right? So these bodies are released. So basically what happens is that this body will get pulled because of this body, because of the gravitational force. So force on, you can say this is body 1 and this is body 2. So force on 1 due to 2, it will get, and this body will experience a force, force on 2 due to 1. So you can say that there so equal and opposite forces, because both the bodies will try to pull each other, right? But since there is the difference in their masses, because of the difference in their masses, they will cover relatively different distances. So that what it is. So the difference in the masses, so because of that they will cover different distances. It is the same case if you float a stone stone get attracted toward the earth, but earth does not get attracted towards the stone because the mass is negligible as compared to that, right? Okay, so it is the same concept over here. Now see, if you just release it, so when you release it, you see that the position of the center of mass is not going to change. Okay, if this is the center of mass, okay, position of center of mass is not going to change. Will not change. Will not change. Okay, got it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the position of the center of mass is not going to change. Let this be that. Okay, so if you see, no, this is say r distance, and here it is 2r, right, till here. So what is the distance here? This total distance will be, you can say 9 then, 9r, right? Okay, so this total distance is 9r. Okay, so
Yes,
these
sir.
bodies will move till they come in contact over here. Okay, so till the time they come in contact over here. Okay, so these bodies will move till that point, right? So like this body will come here. Okay, so its outer will be like this, and then this body will move till this point. Okay, so they will come in contact over here. Okay, so this total distance is 9r. So if this is x, so this is, I can say 9r minus x. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now, okay, so then there is a concept, say you can say that the movement along the center of mass is same for both of them, right? So the product of mass, okay, because this is center of mass, so center of mass, product of the mass into distance, this movement is going to be the same. Okay, because this is the center of mass along the center of mass, right? So you can say this as m into 9r minus x. This is same as 5m into x. Okay, so okay, so the movement of mass is going to remain the same, right? Because in center of mass, what we are doing, we are taking the movement of mass. Okay, in center of if we are calculating center of mass, we are taking summation of mi/ri. Okay, or let me say this is r vector. Okay, divided by summation of mi, right? So you can see that there is no velocity on this, so this movement is going to remain constant because this change in this displacement will be 0, right? Okay, so you can because there is no change in the center of mass position, so basically this component will be 0, so you multiply this with 0. So this movement, so summation of mi/ri is going to be constant over here. Okay, and you can assume, say, a coordinate system which axis is passing over this, so this distance is negative and this is positive, right? Okay, so like that. So if you assume it like this, then this moment is m into 9r minus x. This will come out equal to 5m into x, right? Okay, if you choose a system like this. Okay, these things are okay, clear? Any doubt on this?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
No, sir, no
okay,
doubts.
so because this position, like center of mass position, is not changing, so this will become, basically the change in this is you can say is 0. So if you multiply this, it is going to be 0. So you can say this movement is going to be, but here while assuming this system, all of our particles were on one side. Okay, but in this coordinate system, if I choose it like this, one particle is on this side and one particle is on this side. Okay, we'll do more questions on coordinate, like in coordinate plane, how the mass is spread. Okay, but while no, while we are deriving this relation, no, in this relation our assumption is that all the particles, they are situated in one quadrant only. Okay, so that's why it is coming this, but it might be possible, this r is a vector, right? Remember that this r is a vector, it can be positive or negative, right? Okay, so it will have components basically. So here only x component are there, so this x component will be like this. Okay, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can find now x, right? Okay, so what is x? So I can say this is, if I go on solving this, it will become 9mr, okay, 9mr minus mx, right? Okay, this is equal to 5mx. Okay, so x is going to be, this will become 6m. So you can say 9 by 6r. Okay, so this is, you can say 3 by 2r. Okay, so okay, so this is equal to 3 by 2r. Okay, so how much is this have moved? So this will be moved by 9 minus 3 by 2. So the smaller mass is moved by 9r minus 3 by 2r. Okay, so that is 1.5. So it will be 7.5 r. Okay, that is 15 by 2. Okay, 7.5 r, it will move by this much distance, right? Okay, and it is quite
Yes, sir.
it's quite obvious the smaller mass will move more, right? Okay, yes, and the heavier mass will move less. So this is the same concept. You can see, no, a stone is there on the earth, and then it is at a height, and that stone will come down to the earth surface, but earth is not going to move to the towards that. So if that movement is there, that is altogether negligible, right? Okay, so the same thing you can say that, that's why we see that the stone is falling towards the earth, but earth does not rise to that. Okay, this is because of, you can say, the difference in the mass. Okay, because of this movement, right? Okay, because of that. Okay, so let me save this. Okay, okay, all right, then we'll go with another. So this was MSET question. Okay, so it was asked in the entrance exam. Okay, so let's do another one. Okay, the question is, in the HCl molecule, this is Kerala question, Kerala PET. Okay, in the HCl molecule, okay, the separation between the nuclei of two atoms is, okay, the separation between the two nuclei is 1.27 angstrom. Okay, that is the separation. Okay, the approximate location of center of mass of the molecule, assuming chlorine atom to be, okay, location of center of mass is asking, of center of mass. Okay, and it is given that chlorine is 35.5 times. Okay, I need not to give this data also, I can hide this also, right? Okay, 30 point or 35.5 times heavier than hydrogen, right? Yes, so I can hide this data, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, so there is no point of giving this data, still we can do this question, right? Because we know that atomic masses of chlorine and hydrogen, right? Okay, so
Yes, sir.
okay, so this is Kerala PET question. Okay, so it was asked in 2004. Okay, so that what it is. Yes, what is the location of center of mass?
Doing, sir.
Okay,
So it is around 0.035 angstrom.
okay, all right. So it will be like this. Okay, so this data is in angstrom. Let x is also going to be in angstrom only. So this is this, right? Okay, so this is gone basically. So what I can say, 1.27 divided by 36.5, right? This is equal to x. Okay, okay, so this what it is going to be, right? Okay, so this data is going to be, you can say, this is going to come in angstrom only, right? Okay, so let's see what is this x. This is 1.27 divided by 36.5, 36.5, right? So this is equal to 0.035, right? That what it is? Yes, 0.0358 angstrom, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is this side it is, right? Okay, so this distance, okay, like that we can work it out. Okay, so this will be, so it is going to impact very little. It is going to impact like it is zero point 0.4. So this distance will be 1 point, you can say 2, 3, and this is 0.04. Okay, so that one. So the center of mass is located towards the heavier element, right? Okay, so this is this, and this is this. Okay, so this is at the farther distance, right? This is hydrogen, this is chlorine. Okay, all right. So this was Kerala PET question. Okay, so yes, it's good that you can do it. Okay, now let's look at another question. Let me bring now IIT JEE question. Okay, so the question is basically, I will draw a figure for you on this one. Okay, so there is a circle. Okay, and in this circle, uh, there are two small circles. Okay, okay, so this is small circle, and then this is one line, and then this is one line, right? Okay, and then we have the coordinate system. Okay, so this coordinate system, it is y, this is x. So this is IIT JEE question. Let's see. Now it's saying something, right? So what is saying that, look at the drawing given in the figure. So this is the drawing which has been drawn with ink of uniform line thickness. Okay, so this is of uniform line thickness, right? So this is a drawing. Okay, this drawing is drawn with uniform line thickness. Okay, that's what it is. The mass of ink used to draw each of the two inner circles and each of the two line segment is m. Okay, so mass of ink. Okay, so it says that mass of ink, okay, used to draw, okay, each of the two inner circles, each of the two inner circle, okay, and each two line segment is, and each two line segment is small m. Okay, so that is given to us. Okay, the masses of the ink used to draw outer circle is 6m. Okay, so the masses of ink used to draw outer circle is 6m. Okay, all right. The coordinates of center of different parts are, okay, so the coordinates of different parts, okay, coordinates of different parts are, you can say, outer circle, okay, outer circle it is 0, 0. Okay, left inner circle, it is minus a, a. Okay, then right inner circle, this is a, a. Okay, vertical line 0, 0. Okay, and horizontal line minus a, 0. Okay, 0, minus a, sorry, 0, minus a. Okay, there is horizontal line. The, okay, the coordinates of the center of mass, okay, of this drawing. Okay, you have to find the coordinates of the center of mass. Yes, what will be the coordinates of center of mass? Yes, I give you 30 seconds. Can you work it on?
Yes, I'm trying it.
Okay, the question says that the mass of ink used to draw each of the two inner circle and each two line segment is m, right? The masses of ink used to draw outer circle is 6m. The coordinates of different, okay, different parts, okay, of you can say of the this drawing, okay, outer circle is 0 comma 0, left inner circle is minus a comma a, and right inner circle is a comma a, okay, and vertical line it is 0 comma 0, okay. So that what it is, and horizontal line it is 0 comma minus a. Okay, the coordinates of the center of mass of this drawing is what?
Sir, can you please help me in this
Okay,
question?
all right, let's see. It is not that difficult as it looks to be. Okay, the only the figure is little bit scaring. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let this be our circle, and in this circle now let's try to locate these points, right? What do you say? Okay, so let me use this one. So let this be 0 comma 0. Okay, now let me try to make our coordinate system. Okay, so this what it is. Okay, this is y, this is x. Okay, okay, so now okay, let's try to vertical line. Okay, 0 comma 0, right? So vertical line it is going to be, this is the vertical line, right? Okay, so it is this, the vertical line is this. Okay, so the center of mass of this vertical line is this. Okay, and the circle is also this. Okay, outer circle this is 0 comma 0 again. Left inner circle it is minus a comma, you can say this is minus a comma a. So let this be that center, right? So here is that another circle. Okay, so this is minus a comma a. Okay, it is here, and now here is another circle, right? So this is another circle. Okay, so this center is a comma a comma a, right? Okay, so it is like this, and then at a distance here, okay, the center of mass is 0 comma minus a, right? In this coordinate plane it is going to be, this is 0 comma minus a, right? Okay, so we have to find the center of mass of this system. Okay, so the center of mass of this system is, you can find out this as r center of mass of this system. So this mass is 6m, this is m, this is m, and this is m, and this is m, right? Okay, so you can say that m for you can say, if I'm taking this m as this line, okay, m into are, okay, center of mass of this line. Okay, you can say this is vertical line, right? Okay, because there are two lines here. Then it is m into r line. This is horizontal line, right? Because this also has got mass m. Then m, and then what it is, so this is, you can say left circle. Okay, so r into left circle, right? Plus m r right circle, right? This divided by, okay, plus, okay, there has to be one outer circle is also there, so we have to add up that. So 6m into r outer circle, okay, plus this. So in total this is summation of masses, right? So the total mass is how much? You can say m plus m, so this is 2m, then this m, okay, plus 6m, right? Yes, it has to be like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, now it is almost okay. So now in this, we can assume, say this, either you assume it in x coordinate system or you can assume it in terms of vector. Okay, so 6m, this is 0i plus 0j, right? Okay, plus m, what is this left? Okay, so you can say that line which is horizontal line. Okay, so this is line, will deal with this line which is vertical line. So this is, you can say again 0i plus 0j, right? Plus m, this is 0i minus aj, right? It will be this. Okay, plus m, now this is minus ai plus aj, right? Plus m into ai plus aj, okay, divided by how much is the total mass? This is 410m, right? Yes, is that okay? Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, so what will be the net result? Let's see. Net result will be r center of mass, this will become equal to 0, this is equal to 0, this will become 0. Now this will become, you can say, it will give you j component, this will give you I component, and this will give you I component. So mi and mi, this will cancel it off, right? Okay, so this term will cancel it off, right? Let me, this and this will go, right? Okay, then mij and minus mij. Okay, so this term and this term will cancel, right? Is that okay? So what is
Yes,
left?
sir.
It mij, right? So it is maj, okay, and that is divided by 10m. So it is a by 10 of j, right? So that is the, you can say, so here, okay, so the center of mass is what? So center of mass is, you can say 0 comma a by 10. Okay, this is the center of mass. Okay, all right. Okay, so that is the position of the center of mass. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So let me save this. Okay, then let's come, we'll do another question, right? Okay, any doubt on this? Is that okay, clear? We can move with the next question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So let's look, we'll do another one. Another question is, okay, so I had one interesting question. Let me look. Okay, a rod, okay, of mass m, okay, and length l, okay, a rod of mass m and length l is made to stand, is made to stand at an angle of 60 degree, okay, with the vertical, okay, with the vertical, okay, potential energy, potential energy of the rod, of the rod in this position is what? In this position is what? Position is say dash. Okay. Yes. Okay. So let's try. I give you 30 seconds. Okay. Let's try to do this question. Okay. A rod of mass m, very small mass m, and length small l is made to stand at an angle of 60 degrees. So it is made to stand at an angle of 60 degrees with the vertical. Okay. Potential energy of the rod in this position is dash. What is the position? Okay. What is the potential energy of the rod in this position?
So it is mgl upon 4.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's try to mgl upon 4. Okay, why you are saying it is l upon 4? Okay, let's see. Okay, I think you got it correct. Let's check it. Say this is the rod. Okay, let this be the rod. Okay, now if this is the rod, then okay, a rod of mass m. So the mass of this rod is m. Okay, and length l. Okay, so this length is l. Okay, and say this mass is m. Okay, so that's what it is. This is 60 degree. Okay, so it is made to stand at 60 degree. Okay, with the vertical. Okay, with the vertical. So this angle will be, you can say, 30 degree over here, right? Okay, so let me correct this. Yes, it says that 60 degree with the vertical, right? So this angle will be 30 degree, right? Yes. Okay, so
Yes,
that
sir.
okay, so this will be 30 degree. Now potential energy of the rod. Now see, potential energy of the rod will be given by its center of mass. Okay, so this entire energy of this rod is, you can say that because we can assume the entire mass is situated at the center of mass. Okay, that what is the concept eventually means, right? So this entire mass is located over the center of mass, right? Okay, so okay, what is the center of a mass of the rod? It is this center point, right? Okay, if this rod is, you can say, if it is lying horizontal, it will be this midpoint, right? Okay, so so this rod can be assumed that it is the entire mass is concentrated over here. So what is this distance? It will become, it will be l by 2. Okay, so the potential energy of this mass, okay, with will be with respect to this height. Okay, so what is this height? H by l by 2. Okay, so this is sine of 30 degree, right? So this is half. So h is equal to l by 4. Okay, so you can say this is mass mgh, mg l by 4. Okay, so that is the potential energy. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so like that it is. Okay, so let's, okay, I think this is pretty simple one. Let's try to do another question. Okay. Okay, so here is the question. Okay, there is you can say this ceiling, and then there is one cylinder. Okay, there is a cylinder. So this is the cylinder. Let me draw the cylinder. Okay, so there is this cylinder. Okay, so this is the cylinder, and on this cylinder there is a thread which is tied. Okay, so this thread, it comes like this. Okay, it comes like this. It has been tied on this cylinder. Okay, so this cylinder is tied like this, and it, okay, it is like this. Okay, so uh, okay, so here uh, if the mass of this cylinder is m, okay, so m is the mass and the radius is r. Okay, let's see this. Okay, so then you have to tell me what is the oscillation of, because at the moment you leave it, this cylinder is going to come down, right? Okay, what is the oscillation and the tension in the string? Okay, what is the oscillation what is the acceleration of the cylinder and tension in the string, right? Okay, let's try to do this. Yes, what will be the oscillation and what will be the tension in the string?
Doing so.
Okay, right.
So acceleration is 2g upon 3.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Okay, how? Okay, what was your approach? Okay, let's see. This is the tension T. This is the tension T, right? Okay, the tension in the two strings. Okay, we'll okay. There is like you can say there is presumption over here that there is no friction over here. Otherwise, what will happen is that on one side the cylinder will move more. Okay, basically, eventually, like if you see, if it is rolling like this, so it may come like this. It may become like this if there is friction. Okay, on one side. So let's assume there is no friction, so it will come down like this, right? Okay, so it will come like down. Okay, it will roll also and it will come down like this, right? Okay, so let's assume say the acceleration is a. Okay, okay, while it's coming down, and then there is mg also acting down, right? Okay, mass and mg, right? So if I write, you can say that first equation, so I can say that mg minus 2t is equal to ma. Yes, is that okay? In case of
Yes, sir.
translation motion, that will be the condition. Okay, so this is the first equation. Okay, now what happens is that as it coming down, it is rolling also. Okay, it is rolling, right? Okay, so in that case, what I am going to say that if I look from the cross section point of view, right? So if I just look at this, so let this be from this side. If I am trying, okay, so let me clean this. Okay, so yeah, I have to make it. Okay, so let's this is the cylinder, and let this be the, you can say, thread. Okay, which is over here. Okay, now okay, acceleration of the cylinder. Okay, now if you look from this side, okay, if you look from this side, okay, so what is happening here is basically there is you can say there is a string which is okay, which is again there is a presumption that the string will be tangential, right? Okay, so the string is you can say it is a tangential force is acting over here, right, which is t. Okay, and this is the radius of this string, right? Okay, if you look from this side, it is going to be like this. Okay, so there is basically a torque acting over here, right? Because this is a force into r, so it is a perpendicular distance, right? So there is a torque acting. So what is this torque is? This is T into R, right? I won't write this like this. I will write simply it is TR. Okay, this is TR. Okay, basically this is T cross R. Okay, that is the torque. Okay, it is a vector quantity. Remember that. Okay, T cross R, and this is T cross R, it is mod of T, so magnitude of the force, magnitude of the displacement, that is the force is applied, into sine of theta. So here theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay, I multiplied with unit cap or unit vector, right? So that will basically give the direction, right? So this is 90 degree, right? So this is T into R, basically TR. Okay, so this is the torque which is acting over there, right? Okay, so if this torque is acting, so then this is going to have, you can say, so what is, you can say, this torque in terms of moment of inertia. Do you know the formula for the torque in terms of moment of inertia? What is that? That is I into angular velocity, moment of inertia into angular velocity, right? Yes, yes, do you remember
Yes,
that?
sir.
Okay, so and angular velocity is what, you can say, okay, so here the oscillation, so this is AT, tangential oscillation, it is going to have, right? Okay, so this tangential oscillation is same as this oscillation. Okay, so it is, you can say that that will be opposite of that, but in terms of magnitude it will be the same. So this is the tangential oscillation it will have, and this is equal to alpha into R. Okay, we know that angular velocity into radius, that will give us the tangential oscillation, right? So angular oscillation into radius, okay, radial component, right? Radial vector, right? So this will basically, it will become, okay, now let's see. Okay, so now here what it is going to be, you can say, okay, so AT is alpha into R, so that what it is. And then what we can say, what is this moment of inertia? Okay, what is going to be the moment of inertia of this? So moment of inertia is, what is the cylinder's moment of inertia, because this is a cylinder. Yes, can you tell me what is the cylinder's moment of inertia along this axis? Okay, so in 3D you can say this is the axis on which it is rotating, right? Okay, so this is the central axis, but the rotation is happening along this. So first we will find out the moment of inertia along the center of mass. Okay, then we will apply parallel axis theorem. Okay, so it is basically ICM plus mr square. Okay, so what it is? Yes, what it is going to be? Yes, can you tell me what is the moment of inertia along the center? It is mr square by 2, right? Let me tell you that. So this will become 3 by 2 mr square. Okay, so now, okay, let's try to use it. Okay, so this is 3 by 2 mr square, right? Okay, then this, okay, so now we can, I can plug in this value. So T into R is equal to I, this is A upon, it is R, right? Okay, so this will become basically, you can say, this is 3 by 2 mr square A upon R. Okay, and then there is one R here, so T will be, basically it will give me the idea, it is going to be 3 by 2 m A, right? So that is the tension, right? Okay, so that is the tension in the string. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the tension in the string. Okay, now what I can say, let's become mg minus 2t, right? Okay, let's look at that. Okay, we can use this expression, or I can say this is 2t is equal to 3ma, basically this is the result I can use, and I can use this equation 1. So mg minus 3ma is equal to ma, right? Okay, so what I can say here, I can say that mg is equal to 4ma. Okay, or you can say A is equal to G by 4. Okay, if A is equal to G by 4, then tension is equal to 3 by 2 M, you can say G by 4. So tension is equal to 3 by 2, 3 by 8 mg. Okay, is that okay? Clear? Okay, so that will be
Yes,
the
sir.
tension and that will be the oscillation, right? Okay, so like this we can apply the concept of rotational motion. So these are nothing but if you have learned the linear motion, no, this is additional, you can say, sort of motion which comes, and then you can apply, you can extend those concepts. Here basically the size of the body matters, right? In when we are looking for one dimension and two dimension motion, we have not considered about the size of the body. So here the size of the body are significant, so that's why we have to incorporate the moment of inertia into picture, right? Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So, okay.